Why? That's a question that you should ask yourself. Just like.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the video. It is Deja and I am back with another video, honey. What's good? What's popping? Period. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, you guys, so today we are going to be talking about some questions that you should not ask members. I know I kind of did something similar to this I want to say in maybe last year. I think those were words you shouldn't say. I don't know, but I wanted to give you guys and the new people a chance to really know that you should not ask these questions. Okay, like, I know me and you, we're cool, we're here, you know what I'm saying? You can come to me and ask me this stuff because I ain't gonna judge you, but other people out there on the streets, they gonna judge you, slime, and I don't want them to judge you, slime. You feel me? Okay, anyways, so today you guys, we're gonna be talking about some questions that was personally asked me that I personally feel like if they were asked to somebody else, it might be taken the wrong type of way. You know what I'm saying? Now, fortunately for myself, God made me to be the woman to be so, you know, open-minded and not easily offended by different things, especially when I know that the person is genuinely, you know, wanting to know this information. They're not trying to be spiteful. But unfortunately, a lot of people are not like me, and that's okay. That's okay, because I have my flaws. But unfortunately, a lot of people are not like me who are, you know, so inclusive with other organizations and open-minded with other organizations, open-minded with my organization, because I know a lot of people, at least a lot of women who do reach out to me want to be an AKA. I do get members, or not members, I do get people who want to be members of other organizations, but you know, for the majority aspect, a lot of girls reach out to me because I'm an AKA, they want to be one, so it's kind of like, oh, she's one, you know. Anyways, so yes, we're gonna hop right into some questions that was asked to me personally and that I jot down and just was like, oh, that's a bad question to ask, let me write that down. So these are my ideas that I came up with, and also personally, you know, being asked some of these questions that I was just like, no, you know. So yeah, so if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below, and you know, say hi or something. I don't know, something like that. Just comment, okay? Just comment. And also, you guys, also comment if you know some questions that was asked to you personally or that you feel like should not be asked, because I know I'm not going to get all the questions, but you know, it's just important for prospective members to know what not to ask. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they don't know that member that they're talking to on a familiar basis, because some people can take things the wrong way, unfortunately, and that can get you blacklisted. That can get you, you know, basically just not picked to be a member because you simply asked a question and you didn't know that you shouldn't have. So, okay. So the first question that I wrote down is, where is the flyer? That is a question that you should not ask. So what chapters do, they want you to find this flyer on your own. And when I say flyer, I mean the interest letter, the post of the interest meeting, or not interest letter, I'm sorry, the posting of the interest meeting flyer. So basically the when, the where, the what time, the what you should bring, and all of that stuff. For my specific chapter, when I was joining undergrad, they put it in the weirdest places, okay? All chapters do not do this. All chapters don't. Some chapters don't even put out flyers. I knew a girl, she actually saw the flyer online. They posted it online and then they took it down within the next 5 minutes. Because they want you to be watching. Members in these organizations, unfortunately, want you to do, it's not unfortunately, but the way they go about things, I understand it because I'm in the organization, but it sucks because sometimes, you know, they do things because they don't want other members of other Greek organizations to see it. They don't want headquarters or somebody else to see it because, you know, it's just a lot of ups and downs and gray areas in the NPHC world. But ultimately, the reason why they put up flyers and take them down quick, or they post something and take it down quick, is because they want you to be focused. They want you to be aware that this is your one chance to see this. Get gone, okay? So my experience with this was my chapter posted the flyer and then they took it down within the next 20 minutes. They posted the flyer in different areas of our campus, and it was kind of like weird areas, you know what I'm saying? So when they posted the flyer, luckily one of the girls that I was cool with when we were joining, she sent it to me because she knew I was interested. Me and her were like actually pretty close. But then as I like, what is it? Probably like the next 5 minutes of after her sending that to me, I end up seeing the flyer. I actually took the flyer with me, you know what I'm saying? And you get people like that, like me, who take the flyer because you know they want to keep it, because I knew I was gonna be an AK. So I wanted to, you know, I wanted to have the flyer. I just like to keep stuff. I'm a hoarder, but I felt like, you know, keeping the flyer is just like, this is a memory, you know what I'm saying? I was doing too much, but you know, at the end of the day, who gonna check me? Nobody. But yeah, so I actually took the flyer. So sorry to somebody who didn't see it. It was actually in the science building, because I would always go there to study. So the way that they posted the flyer and the way that I saw it was kind of like, it was flyers on top of the flyer that I needed to see, you know what I'm saying? So I only saw a little bit of pink and green, but you know, my eyes was there. I seen it, okay? I seen it. So I was just like, oh snap, this is the flyer. I looked to my left, looked to my right, took the flyer down, made sure that nobody see me, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, you know, this is mine to keep. I'm keeping this, you know what I'm saying? But so thankfully, if I didn't see that, it was still sent to me. But you know, I don't know, I get nervous sometimes when I was in the moment. I don't get nervous now, but when if I didn't have the person send it to me, or if I didn't see it, I probably would have missed out on it, and that would have been such a bummer. That would have really hurt my feelings. I would have just been so hurt. So yeah, so don't ask where the flyer is. Actually, one of my good friends, and this is what I was trying to say, a lot of chapters, they don't even post flyers. They don't post things. They have prospective members in their mind that they know they want to pick, and they'll go to them and tell them. Or a situation that one of my friends, she wanted to be in a specific organization, and she was at a party one night, and one of the girls that was in the organization that she was interested in came to her and asked her, what are you doing tomorrow? And she said, nothing, I'm not doing nothing tomorrow. And the girl said, okay. And that was one of the mistakes that I personally, you know, felt like she made, because call me thirsty, call me whatever you want to call me, but if you're really interested in these organizations, you're not just gonna say, oh, I'm not doing nothing, and then have the person say okay and walk off. It's a reason why they asked you, what are you doing tomorrow? If I was in that situation and somebody that's in the organization that, you know, I'm interested in came up to me and was just like, what are you doing tomorrow? And I say nothing, I'm not gonna just say nothing. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Is there something I need to be doing? And literally that's what I told her that she should have said, because it's just like, she came up to you for a reason, you know what I'm saying? And literally, Lord and behold, you know what I'm saying, the girl ended up finding out that Sunday they had their interest meeting. So the member the member honestly did a poor job. She just let it be, and she knew that the girl was interested, so that was kind of shady, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that y'all have to be as thirsty as I would have been, but I was a little thirst bucket, honey, because I knew at the end of the day, this is what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to be in. I did not want one opportunity to pass me by from me joining the organization that I am now in today. And I don't know, y'all, I just hold my, I love, like, and y'all would think, so because so many people be like, wow, you really love your organization even though you did not have a good experience with some of the people. I feel like the organization is so much bigger than just that one chapter, than just those one members. Like, it's just so much bigger than that. And why would I let one chapter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members, or whoever, however many members, stop me from loving my organization? That's stupid. And it's honestly stupid when some of you guys come to me and be like, oh, Deja, you know, like, I just don't want to do it anymore because this is one girl that's blah blah blah. Like, girl, you gonna let that one girl stop you? If AKA was a bag that I was like, if I was getting money, I'm not like, But like, it's like a job, you know what I'm saying, you guys? Like, literally, I use a prime example. When I was working at Jimmy Jazz as a store manager, I didn't like my assistant managers because they felt threatened by me and they wanted to make my job harder. What did I do? I wrote them up and got them up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let somebody stop my bag, and I'm not gonna let somebody stop my experience of joining AKA. I'm not gonna let nobody take AKA away from me. So I'm going to do what I need to do to get into the organization. And that's what you guys need to realize. It's the organizations, these organizations are bigger than these presidents, the members of the chapters, the undergraduate advisor, the graduate advisor, so and so over here. Is so much bigger. So you guys don't need to be like, oh, I don't want to do it because of this person, because then you letting that person live rent free in your head, one, and then you gonna probably regret it, and then two, it's just like, why do they have so much power on your decision of joining or not joining? You know what I'm saying? Why? That's a question that you should ask yourself. Just saying. So yeah, so that's something that you don't want to ask. You don't want to ask where the flyer is, just because they do the tactics of putting up something, taking it down, because they want you to actually look for it. They want you to be as interested as they probably are in you to, you know, look for something. So don't take the easy way out. Don't slide your way through and just be like, I just want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. Okay, the next question that was asked to me is, what are excuses? Now, I just feel like excuses are it's a broad term and word that is used in the Greek community. If you don't know the definition, I feel sorry for you. Well, actually, no, if you don't know the definition, yeah, I mean, I knew the definition. I knew the definition. What am I trying to say? I knew the definition of excuses because we used to always have to say it over and over and over and over and over again, because we always gave excuses. And it's embedded in me. So when I meet a guy who, you know, says certain stuff or do certain things, or like when I, you know what I'm saying, or when I'm like I'm talking to my family members and they give me excuses, the first thing in my head is like, what are excuses? But I don't say it out loud because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Or when I'm about to respond with an excuse, I'll stop myself, or I won't even respond at all with certain things because I know that it's an excuse. Like, literally, you guys, when I would come to work late, always an excuse, the train, to this. And sometimes it would literally be, you know, but then I would just have to think like, what could I have done to arrive earlier? You know what I'm saying? Taking that ownership and that responsibility and placing it upon myself and making sure that I do better next time. So that way it's no excuse, you feel me? So that way I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And I got actually, and I'm gonna do a story time about it, but I got actually asked this question by my mentee. She definitely disrespected me, and I definitely had to check her little ass because she definitely tried my little life, okay, honey? But she was definitely right in that sense, because I did give an excuse. But it was just the context of how she did it, you feel me? And it's just like, girl, pipe down, little mama, because I'm just kidding. Anyways, but yeah, so you don't want to ask nobody that, especially a Greek member. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times Greek members ask each other that. I personally don't like it if you're a Greek member or you're not a Greek member and you ask me that, because I just like, I should pop you in your mouth right now, because one, what I'm saying might be an excuse, but you don't need to point that out, you feel me? It's kind of hypocritical, but you ignore what I just said. But anyways, you just don't want to ask somebody that. And I feel like, especially if you're not in a Greek organization, you're talking to a Greek member and you say what are excuses because you know of the term, honey, pipe down. The next question is, ooh, I love that song. Can you sing that song that y'all sing? I was at a function. This is a quick story time. I was at a function with one of my guy friends and his frat brothers. And literally, you guys, this girl, child, she ain't never seen no cues in her life. She came and I'm glad that I was not, you know, because my guy friends know how I can get, you know what I'm saying? They know how I am. And I'm glad I just wasn't on that night. But she literally came up to one of my guy friends. We were sitting at a bar or whatever, and she came up to the little section that we were at, and she was just like, "You so cute, blah blah." They were talking, da da da, and then she was just like, "Oh," saw his wristband because we didn't have on our letters or anything like that. And she was like, "Oh, you a cute? Oh, okay, I love that song. Sing that song that y'all sing." And literally, literally when she said that to him, he turned and looked at me and just smirked. Just smirked. And I like pinched his side because he knew, like, and I was just literally looking at her like, cause I'm gonna look at you with a dumb face, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like what will make you say that? And that just goes to show you that not only guys who are blinded by the letters that us girls, you know, have, but girls are also blinded by the letters, especially girls are blinded by the letters that guys have. And I never want to sit up here and be like, oh, it's always the guys that come after the girls with letters. Girls go after guys, and I feel like they do it a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I feel like girls, where you know, we get the rep of like, oh, you a Delta, you a AKA, I don't fuck with y'all, blah blah. But if you're a Q, you're a Kappa, you're an Alpha, and girls know that, hell, if you're a Sigma Iota and girls know that, you got 3 letters on your chest and girls know that, they are going to come after you. And that's why I tell my guy friends, like, if you've never had okay, I say it in a derogatory term, but I'm like, if you've never had girls, like, you will let all of that attention get to your head, and then you gonna be burning. This is not cute, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to do that. But yeah, like, just don't ask nobody that. Like, I didn't personally get asked that question, but my friend did, and I was there to witness it, and it was just very embarrassing and very uncomfortable, because sometimes people treat Greek members like celebrities, and that's just not a question that you ask nobody, whether you're in an organization or you're not. Yeah, you just don't want to do that, because it's disrespectful in itself, and it's just like, really, like, you're really weird, you feel me? Like, what? Anyways, the next question that I wrote down is, do you guys have a payment plan? So I'm gonna save everybody the breath of asking that question. No, organizations do not have a payment plan. Simple as that. If you ain't got the money, then you can't join. See you next time. If you got the money, spend it, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But no, we do not have payment plans, so don't ask. Don't ask. Okay. The next question and the last one is, do you like your LS or LB? And I personally got asked this question, and I personally witnessed somebody ask this question. So we're both AKAs, obviously, and she got asked this question because on her campus, they are known for not liking each other. Her and her line sisters are just known for not liking each other, and it's known around campus. And unfortunately, she do go to an HBCU, so you know, everybody talk at an HBCU. Everybody talk at every college, especially if it's small enough to talk to. And she got asked this question, and she was so upset. She was just like, why would this da-da-da-da ask me this da-da-da-da question? And I'm just like, well, I mean, it's true, because I know I can say it or whatever, but it's just like, you don't want to ask nobody that. Somebody asked me that, and obviously I have a platform where I put it out there, but if I was just like a nobody, not saying that I'm a somebody because I have this YouTube channel, but if a lot of people didn't really know me, I would probably definitely be disappointed and be disrespected by, you know, them asking me that question. But I feel like they asked me that because of the videos that I was putting out. So I understood the context, so I didn't get as offended as I probably would have if I wasn't, you know, on the streets or something. I don't know. But yeah, those are just some questions that you guys should never ask. Just don't ask. Just don't do it. If you guys have some more questions, I feel like another question is like, what's in your drink? We not gonna tell you. We can't tell you. We can't tell. I made that mistake, actually. I made that mistake. I don't feel like it was a mistake, because it was just like, okay, so when Iota asked me if he could send me some of their drink, which is called piss, and I was just like, well, what's in it? And I was like, oh, I was like, oh, you can't even tell me. And I stopped myself, and then he was like, yeah, I can't tell you. I'm like, but yeah, like, just don't ask that either, because we can't tell you. But just know that we're not gonna drug you. We're not gonna do that. So yeah, it's just questions that you shouldn't ask, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.